Yeah, that would be useful, yeah. Excellent.
To link the stream to the group, or do you want to do
Right. It's okay. I've got the link anyway.
it? Okay. I'm just gonna go get a drink. I'll be back in a minute. I think I'm gonna need it for this.
No problem. I'm already sorted on my front with that.
Yeah, I'll only be about 5 minutes.
No problem.
Okay. I'm back. Okay, looks like everyone's starting to ready up.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So here we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Fraser McKenzie here, and welcome to tonight's action from the Extreme One Racing League. We are live from the historic Suzuka circuit in Japan, and joining me in the commentary box this evening is one of my fellow Talk to the Devil League racers. It's Jamie Keats. Jamie, welcome along this evening.
Nice to be here, Kenzie.
Yeah, it's great to have. It's always good having. It's always good having fresh faces in the commentary box to commentate alongside. Nevertheless, here we go. We are underway with qualifying. It's a full grid once again. It's always good getting full grid. Anthony Bauer first out onto the track. So as I mentioned, just a couple of moments ago, Jamie's one of my fellow racers for the Talk of the Devil League, and it was a pretty interesting race last night with Callum Harrod taking the win for Ferrari, taking full advantage of the absence of not just Stephen Harrison, the championship leader, but also his brother Dean and Gary Braddon at the same time, pushing him potentially one step closer to retaining his championship.
Here we got coming out the pit lane. Oh, we've got Beck that's just had a moment. I think that was Callum, but I think he's alright now.
So I'm just going to ride on board with Anthony Bauer for this for the flat round of this circuit. It's the only circuit on the calendar that is in the form of a figure of 8. Going through the first corner now. Flat out for the first part and then slowing down for the second part. And then this is the most technical section of the circuit, the S's. Very difficult to overtake on this part of the track, but we saw a few overtakes on this part of the track last night.
We also had that big collision with Michael Buster spinning down here.
Yeah, of course, towards the start of the race, Bauer just going through the deckers now. Going up to the hairpin.
Nice and tidy.
Very clean on the entry, and that's the key with hairpins. You gotta go It's a case of slowing and then fast out as quickly as possible. Heading round Spoon Curve now. And flat out to possibly my favourite corner on... flat out going up to my favourite corner on the track, 130R, thanks to some very brave overtaking manoeuvres over the years. And then coming through the Casio triangle now. Across the line with a 129.40.
Very good Q1 lap, very good.
That is a great lap to start with. And we've got Philip Nilsson in the Williams coming round the final corner now. What's he going to put out? Oh, into the 28s already! Already
Great
into the 128s.
Who's your bet on for pole today, Kev?
Well, I think it's probably going to be one of the usual suspects, either Philip Nilsson or Owen Lewis. It will probably be one of those two.
Yeah, definitely. Say, the Toro Rosso drivers are in a good shout at some good positions today. Though.
Yeah. Born, as you say that, he's on his outlap at the moment, but I'm with Tom Edwards in the McLaren. He's coming through the Casio triangle. Oh, slightly wide there. He'll have aborted the lap. I wouldn't blame him. Well, he invalidated the lap anyway, but he's going to have another crack at it. Michael Booker with a 130.0 goes fourth. Jorge 130.2, he's fifth. Caesar with a 130.5. Tom McGregor 132.1. That's a pretty solid lap time for him, but I'm pretty sure he's just getting himself warmed up.
Definitely. Oh, spin for Michael Booker.
Oh, but he'd already completed his lap anyway. Oh, that's through the S's. Very easy to
he
lose
just
the back
lost
end.
it on the exit of the S's.
It is very easy to lose it there.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking from experience, it's very easy to lose the back end of the car, and then you're just in a world of trouble after that.
Yeah, you get too much heat into the rears, like you can see he is now, but he's just got to let them cool off and go again.
Yeah.
But Dean goes 7th. It's going to be interesting to see what Callum can do because he hasn't set a lap yet, but I suspect he will be in the top 3.
Well, from what we've seen from him over the course of the first 2 seasons of Talk of the Devil and making his Extreme 1 debut just a few races ago, from what we've seen, he's never been the best when it comes to one-lap pace, but he's always managed to counteract that with incredible.
He's got good race pace. Yeah.
Great race pace, good racecraft as well, very consistent, and he's always done well managing his tyres as well.
Definitely. We've seen him do long stints all season. He can really extend them tyres.
Yeah, he's just coming into the pits now. And here comes Jazz. On commentary last week, I actually read out his full name and paying homage to Assassin's Creed. So I can only assume he's a fan of the series, in particular Assassin's Creed 2. A lot of fans regard that as the best Assassin's Creed game, alongside potentially Black Flag as well.
Oh, we've got a Ferrari round in the 180 degree, just past the tunnel.
Oh, that
is push car box.
Yep. Not what he would have wanted.
Waiting to reach, but no, definitely. But he gets going again, so see what he can do. currently sat in P4, so we'll see if that might be the end of his session, but he might keep going for it.
It is a great lap time from him, 129.7.
Yeah.
Pete Polini in the Williams, 129.8. The only drivers yet to set a lap time are the two Callums in the Mercedes of Callum Harrod and Callum MacArthur, Ben Hazelwood in the Alpha, Ryan Forey in the Red Bull, and our championship leader Anthony Waddington in the Renault. Talking of the championship, we're going to quickly go to the championship standings to see how it's all shaping up there at the moment. Once it decides to load, because technology can be very slow sometimes, and that's not what we want. Yes, there we go. Championship standings. Callum's going out. Callum's going for an outlap. Callum Harrod's on an outlap, while his teammate Callum MacArthur is on a hot lap right now. So yeah, this is how the championship stands at the moment. You've got Anthony Waddington at the top with 213 points, Owen Lewis with 142, and JBL in the Red Bull with 130 points, Caesar with 100 points, Anthony Bauer with 92. And I said during Russia's race, it's Anthony's championship to lose at this point. But in the Constructors' Championship, on the other hand, it is a lot closer for the championship there than it is for the Drivers' Championship. Renault with 226, Aston Martin Red Bull Racing with 219 points, Williams with 205, and Sport Pacer Racing Point Formula 1 team, taking a page out of WTF1's Matthew Gallagher's playbook for that one, 197 points. So there's 29 points separating the top four. So while the championship might be more or less decided, the Constructors' Championship, it's still anyone's guess who's going to get it. Callum MacArthur crossing the line with a 129.881, puts him 7th.
We've got Callum, who's just started his hot lap, going into Sector 2 at the moment.
Yeah, he's coming through the Degmas now, 32 seconds for the first sector, so it's an okay time for the first sector. Going around the hairpin now, very tidy through there and quick on the accelerator. Very well done there through that hairpin. He's doing what I did last night on a hot lap. It's ERS at level 3 for a majority of the lap, and then level 4 on the run up to 130R and towards the end of the lap. Turns it up to level 5 now. See what time he sets. He's not going to go fastest, but he does go 6th. Another 129.768. He's just under a 10th faster than Pete Polini. And interestingly, Anthony Waddington yet to go out onto the track. I wonder if he's serving a qualifying ban or not.
No, he's just left the pit lane right now, I think. Yeah.
Literally as I say that, yep, he's on an outlap now. Literally as I say that.
He must have been just waiting for the session to go on a bit, because you can see a lot of people coming into the pits, so it'll be better to find a bit of free air.
Yeah, Ben Hazelwood coming up to 130R. There's that was the Renault of Jazz. Ben coming through the final corner now. What's his time going to be? It's a 132.2. So the driver's in the drop zone at the moment. We lose so is 5 cars in this part of qualifying. It's Gareth Lambourne, Tom McGregor, Ben Hazelwood, Tom Edwards, and Anthony Waddington, but he's yet to set a lap time. I'll say that Waddington, he's coming up towards 130R now. He'll be getting ready to start his flying lap. Through the Casio triangle now. Coming through the S's now. Coming up towards the Degners now. It's again an okay time for sector 2. He's up to the ERS up to level 4. You've got to think, is that going to be enough to get him through the entire lap? Because if you end up using too much ERS at the start of the lap, you might not have the full effects of ERS towards the end of the lap.
It's a very thirsty track for ERS, but at the same time it does help because it is a good track to save, so it combats its own problem.
That is very true. Waddington coming up towards 130R now. One of the fastest corners on the calendar. You see the cars going through there easily over 180 miles an hour. He goes through that 195, 195 miles an hour, flat out through 130R in the run up to the Casio triangle. And here he comes round the final corner, 128.9 to beat, and he gets a 129.480. That puts him third. Philip Wilson, he's a tough nut to crack in qualifying. Actually, Waddington will be out with a point to prove. Will be out with a point to prove this evening. Anthony Bauer won last time out in Russia. Anthony Waddington hasn't won since Belgium.
We'll be looking to end that today.
Yeah, but he does have 7 wins on his tally this season so far. Everyone else that's won has only got either 2 or just 1 win to their name. Still, that is a good lap from Waddington. It's safe to say
one of the Williams has just come back out of the garage for a late try.
Yeah, probably Pete Polini, because Philip Nilsson, he's happy with. It is Pete Polini. Philip Nilsson, he'll be happy with how he's done. He's not going to get knocked off the top of his perch anytime soon. It looks like in sectors 2 and 3, that'll be for somebody going off, I would imagine. But we're with but I'm with Matt Piccolo now, and oh, that's one of the Renaults. That is one of the Renaults, and it's Waddington.
Yeah, it's Waddington.
That is Waddington out, and oh, his teammate has had a spin as well. His teammate had a spin at the Degners.
Nightmare for Renault in the late stages of Q1.
Jazz is in danger of being eliminated. Piccolo 129.7. He goes 7th. That puts Jazz into the danger zone. And that's Jazz's lap up in smoke. He's not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to come back round to improve on his lap time. Surely.
Maybe. To be honest, it'll be cut a bit close.
Yeah, there's 45 seconds left on the clock. He's still got 130 in the cat.
Yeah, he should easily. About 10 seconds to spare.
Yeah, Ben and Tom Edwards, they're still in the pits, so they're out. Tom McGregor is out on track. Gareth Lambourne's out as well. So everyone down, Corey, Michael Booker and Jorge, they are in danger of being eliminated. And Jazz does manage to get round to start his lap.
Coming around 130.
That's Gareth Lambourne. There's 10 seconds left. He's not going to make it. He's not going to be able to complete the lap. But is he? Well, he's not going to be able to get another lap in. But is he going to be able to beat his time? No, he isn't. Gareth Lambourne, well, he aborts the lap. He's into the pits now. And Tom McGregor, he's almost 3 seconds off the pace. So he's not going to improve. So Jazz is the only driver that can improve on his lap time to save himself from being eliminated in this part of qualifying. It's going to be Jorge or Jazz that gets eliminated in this first part of qualifying. Let's just come through the Degners now. It was an okay time for the first sector. Coming up to Spoon now.
Callum goes third.
Callum Harrod, what a lap time, 1:29.463. Pushes Waddington down to 4th.
That car had some almighty top end. I saw it hit 197/8 going through 130R.
There we go, and Jazz managed to get 198, 199, almost 200 miles an hour. 130.3 to beat. He's out of ERS. Is he going to get it? No, he isn't!
So
He just ran out of ERS at the end of the lap. So Jazz, Ben, Tom McGregor, Gareth Lambourne and Tom Edwards, they are out of qualifying. Philip Wilson, one lap was all he needed.
very impressive.
As we approach season 2, I definitely think he's going to be a serious contender for the championship. Let's just run through the order quickly. Philip Nilsson, Anthony Bauer, Callum Harrod, Anthony Waddington, Owen Lewis, JBL, Pushkar, Matt Piccolo, Dean, Pete Pellini, Callum MacArthur, Caesar, Rhian Forey, Michael Booker and Jorge are all through to the second part of qualifying. Then we've got Jazz, Ben, Tom McGregor, Gareth Lambourne and Tom Edwards all out of qualifying.
Okay, first person is a Toro Rosso, closely followed by Williams and Haas.
Yep, and that, so again we'll be losing, just like the first part of qualifying, we'll be losing the slowest 5. This is where strategy comes into play, because the tyres you set your fastest lap on will be the tyres you start the race on.
Yeah, you've got the Toro Rosso out on mediums, the Williams or Philip Nilsson is out on softs, so that's what he's leaning towards. Pete Pelloni is also out on softs, so is the Racing Point behind him. But from there we've got the 2 Red Bulls are out on mediums, so going for the same strategy as each other.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see what strategies the drivers pull out here, because again, it's only the top 10 that have to be concerned about their strategy, the tyres they start the race on. Now doing practice over the course of the last week for the race last night, I managed to get my soft tyres to last 20 laps, which meant if I didn't have all the front wing changes, I would have been able to go for a 1-stop without much difficulty. I mean, I could have easily pushed, I even managed to push, during the practice session before the race, I even managed to push the softs all the way up to 25 laps.
Yeah, it was like in the TOTD yesterday. I think on the 100% race I got hards to go 51 laps, which was ridiculous. But so the tyre wear around here isn't as bad as some people have made out.
Nevertheless, Anthony Bauer on his flying lap. See who goes where. Don't like in sector 3 already. Anthony Bauer coming across the line. That's a great lap, 129.5 on mediums.
Well, we've got a Red Bull round in Spoon, I think, that area, sector 3 of...
That's JBL.
Yeah.
So that's ruined his lap. And,
I think he just lost the back end.
And Philip Nilsson, 128.6. That puts him fastest. Coming back into the pits, I don't think he was too happy with this lap time.
Interesting one. Michael Booker came out, did an outlap, but then decided to come back in. But I think he's going back out again on the soft. Be interesting to see if Michael can make it into Q3 because he has been very quick in practice. But see what happens.
Pete Polini in the Williams is on an outlap right now. Coming up towards Spoon Curve. That's one of the action zones to look out for over the course of the race. Into the Casio triangle now. Across the line, goes third. What a lap time there, 129.7.
Yellow flag, sector 1.
Not sure who that would
I think that might have been something to do with the Ferrari because he was going very slow when I switched to him. Of push car.
Yeah, that would have been push car. Yeah, I was about to say that. Push car coming up towards the Castro Triangle now. Very slow through 130R, but he's getting himself ready for his flying lap.
Oh,
No, he's going into the pits. I wouldn't blame him with his lap being ruined.
Yeah. See where Michael Buckle goes, gets on the grass out of the last turn, goes at 8.
That's a good lap time, but that's there's literally nothing in it between 8 and 10.
7 millionths of a second, so...
Yeah, 200ths between Michael Booker and Caesar. So they could all end up being in danger of being eliminated here. And Matt Piccolo and Arthur, they are both on outlaps. Piccolo just crossing the line now to start his lap. And with Owen Lewis in the racing point, coming through Spoon Curve now on the run up to 130R.
Red Bull just getting out of the way. See what the racing point does. $195 into the braking zone. Tidy. See where it goes.
Final corner now. He's not going to beat Phillips' time.
Ooh.
And he's in the... Oh my word! 130.221. That's not what he would have wanted.
No.
But it puts him out of danger for now.
What you got to remember is all the people surrounding him are on soft, so that is a decent time, but it's not near the top, the P2 and P4, so.
Push car back out for another lap.
Got Penko coming through 130R. See what Penko could do.
Yeah, he's definitely looking a lot quicker than he did on his previous lap.
Yeah.
And across the line goes, wow! Right up there, 129.6!
Brilliant lap from Penko. Nothing in it between Penko and the Toro Rosso.
Yeah, less than 200ths of a second between them. Waddington, again, leaving it late to try and go for a fast lap. Now we've seen pros and cons with this. I mean, the pros, if you know you're fast enough to be able to get through with just one lap, then I say, yeah, fine, leave it late if you want to. But the downside is, if you end up messing up that one lap, that's you out.
Yeah. It is a risk you take, though, to get less traffic.
Yeah.
Yellow. Oh, we got a mate crown.
Oh, and that's Callum MacArthur. That's the Mercedes. Straight into the wall at the S's. Waiting for everyone else to go by. It's a wise move for him to do that.
He's not lost any front wing to what I can see, so he must have got away with it.
How he managed to avoid front wing damage is beyond me. And oh, technical issues for Waddington. Technical issues for Anthony Waddington. That's the sort of thing he can really do with that right now.
That'll be the end of quali for Anthony Waddington if he can't get back in very quickly. Got the Ferrari of Pushkar coming through 138 now, see if he can do something on his first lap. He goes second.
129.5, where did he pull that from? Where in the world did he pull that one from? Well, whatever the case, hats off to him, that's a great lap.
That was a great
So in
lap.
the dangers...
A lot of curb through the last two corners.
He's lucky he didn't. He's lucky he didn't invalidate the lap as a result. But that's a great lap, though. So in the danger zone right now, it's Owen Lewis, Michael Booker, Dean, Caesar, and Waddington. Waddington will be livid with the technical issues. Of all the times to have technical issues, why did it have to be now?
Yep.
And he's not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to do another lap. That's him. He's out. And so's Owen Lewis. Well, that's a turn up for the books. The two championship contenders are not going to go through to the top 10 shootout.
Oh,
And
Michael Booker just lost it in the Degner. Took his front wing
Oh
off.
no! Well, that's his lap done.
He came in too hot and took too much curb, and it just spat him out.
And like I said earlier, it is so easy to lose the back end of the car, be it through the S's or through the Degners. Again, speaking from experience, it is so easy to lose the back end.
Yeah, it's just that little bit too much confidence he had going in. He threw the car in, but it just didn't stick.
Yeah, and that's Michael Booker out. And Dean tried to improve on his lap time. He's very slow on his lap right Controller stopped working. Oh no! His controller stopped working and he's pulling out of the race.
Wow. Wow, wow.
That could be a game changer in the championship. If Owen Lewis gets a good result here tonight, he could close that gap.
Things just got shaken up interesting style.
Well, as I often say, business just picked up here.
Oh, and the Alpha goes off at the last corner, but I think that's the end of his qualifying.
Yeah, he's out of qualifying anyway. So the five that are out are Callum MacArthur, Owen Lewis, Michael Booker, Dean, and a huge turn up for the books, Anthony Waddington, and he's pulling out of the race as well. That is gutting. That is gut wrenching.
Oh, you just
for him.
be gutted for him. Horrible.
Yeah. And
But
so yeah, it's
a
Philip
shame
Milson.
about Michael Booker's crash. But
Yeah, and he was on a good lap as well.
it was
So
that,
it's
I
Philip
was
Milson.
spectating that full lap, and it was very hooked up. Oh, it's a shame.
Yeah. Philip Milson, Caesar, Pushkar, Ryan Forey, Jorge, Anthony Bauer, Piccolo, Collini, JBL, and Callum Harris just all into the top 10 shootout. So it's only Anthony Bauer and JBL that are going to be starting on the mediums for the race.
Oh dear. That's a massive shame for Anthony Waddington.
But having a look at the time difference, Philip Nilsson over 8/10 quicker than anybody else on the track.
It's just insane.
Oh, but actually, scratch that. Hang on a second. So Anthony Bauer, Pete Polini, JBL, and Callum Harrod all starting on mediums because that's the tyres they set their fastest lap on. Everyone else in the top 10 will be starting on softs.
Yeah. The question is, are we going to see the first 127 at Suzuka from Philip Nilsson?
At this point, that wouldn't surprise me. I've seen people in time trials do 126 round this track.
Yeah, but to do it in an actual league is a different level.
Yeah. Philip Nilsson definitely, with the pace he's showing, definitely elite level, without a doubt.
Definitely. Got a lot of people going out very early.
Yeah, Philip Nilsson, one of them. Bauer, JBL, Callum Harrod. Four of the top 10 out right now. Pushkar as well.
Doing a practice start in sector 1, I presume.
That's an interesting move to do that.
Nah, he's just letting the two faster cars go.
The only driver that isn't out on track right now is Caesar. And as I say that, he is out on track.
Every time.
Good old commentator's curse. What would we do without you? I mean, one of my favourite moments of commentator's curse was during the elite practice race in Monaco near the start of the season. It was just a mad end to the race. I mean, we had someone, it was an overtake for not just the lead, but for the race win as well. And he ended up running out of fuel. That is the sort of stuff you cannot make up.
Yeah, right, well we've got Callum going on his first flying lap.
Wilson out on his lap as well. He's very conservative with his ERS right now. Probably saving it for his... as I say that, he's shot it straight up from level 2 to level 4. Hot lap right now. Let's see what his speed is. 130R 194. Philip Nilsson through the Casio triangle now. First lap of the day. And, oh! 128, 198.
Oh, it's coming.
We're going to see a 127 here, folks. JBL back into the pits already. That's slightly
Toro
concerning.
Rosso ran very off.
134.9. Cameron Harris 129.1 puts him second. Pete Clean 29.2 goes third. Is Pushkar, one of the Ferraris.
For the Toro Rosso there, but I saw him go very wide at the last turn.
Yeah. Of all the places to go wide, the last one is the last place you'd expect to go wide. There's Pushkar coming across the line. 29.4. Jorge not too far behind him. What's he going to do? 29.8. Here comes Caesar. What's he going to do? 29.7. And that leaves... looks like Pico abandoned his lap. Well, invalidated the lap, and he's going to have another crack at it.
Oh, got Ferrari off in sector 1 at the S's of Pushkar.
Oh, that's Pushkar. Well, he'd already set his lap.
Lucky he didn't get front wing, so he will just reset and go again. Sector 1 and 2, what's happening? Interestingly, Callum comes into the pits.
Well, he'll be happy with his lap time. 129.1, currently second.
Everyone's coming back in. I think the only person who should stay out would be Pushkar, because he hasn't... Oh wait, he has set a lap time actually. But yeah.
Piccolo, he manages to get 129.797, puts him 7th. So the top 10 as it stands, heading into the climax of qualifying, is Philip Nilsson, Callum Harrod, Pete Polini, Rian Corey, Pushkar, Caesar, Piccolo, Jorge, Bauer, and JBL.
The only two cars out on track, we've got Penko and the Red Bull, and the Toro Rosso's just leaving the pit.
This will be Philip Nilsson's second pole position on the trot, so you'd be hard pressed to find someone that's going to beat his lap time anytime soon.
Oh. See what Penko can do. Is just coming into the last sequence of turns. Very tidy.
He's coming into pits. It'll be a quick stop for him.
Yep. Get a new set on, boys. Straight back out.
Yep. JBL coming around the final sequence of corners now. Here we go. And across the line, 29.2. That puts him 4th. That's a great lap from him. Pushkar out on track. Bowers out as well. And Philip Nilsson. Philip Nilsson will be after that 127.
Come on, Philip. I think I'll be majorly let down if he doesn't do a 127.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the 127, but we've got to be careful with good on commentator's curse in case it all falls apart. But we've seen how well he manages to control the car. Caesar's out on track as well. Pete Polini as well. This is something I never thought I'd be saying in 2019, but we could potentially have a Williams 1-2 on the front row.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, we got Toro Rosso around in the S's again.
Before he's on his out lap, he got out of the way. Very well done from him getting out of the way. Up to steam now. Here we go. There's another car on an out lap. Swiftly out of the way. That's Callum Harris.
Oh, it's a 111.
And Philip Nilsson's up by a 10.
Come on.
He's still got a bit to make up in this final section. Through the Casio triangle. Is he going to get the 127 we were looking for?
He does it!
He does! He gets it! 127.957! What a lap from Philip Nilsson!
Wow. Wow.
And Pushkar manages to improve. He gets a 129.2.
Philip Nilsson says challenge accepted.
And he nailed it! He absolutely nailed it! I mean, like I said, Callum Harris, if you watch this stream back, take note, this guy is for the Elite League.
Yeah. I think that'll be the end of qualifying for Pushkar because he did go off there in front of Philip Nilsson. So.
Yeah, we've got JBL coming around the Casio triangle. He's not made it. He didn't make it.
We've got Penko coming on a flyer though.
He just missed out on his... He just missed out. But let's see what...
Penko goes second.
And he goes, wow! Wow!
Second person to get into 28.
He split the Williams! Callum Harris, meanwhile, he's coming across the line. What's he going to do? And he pushes Pete down to 4th!
Rian
Fori! Pete's down to 5th now! Caesar's not improving on his lap time. He's going to be coming in shortly. Jorge's the only man that can improve on his lap time now.
See what this Ferrari can do.
He's got 29.8 to improve on. And he improves 6 tenths. And he goes 6th. So Philip Nilsson.
We have got a Red Bull coming around.
And he secures his second pole position on the trot.
I think that's good. Yep. Oh dear. His car's in a million pieces.
Qualifying was finished anyway. But regardless, that's going to be a massive repair job for the race. So let's just recap the top 10. Philip Nilsson on pole. Matt Piccolo in second. Callum Harrod third. Ryan Forey fourth. Pete Polini pushed from second down to fifth in like the span of like 20 seconds. Jorge sixth. JBL seventh. Pushkar eighth. Caesar ninth. And Anthony Bauer. He'll be disappointed with that lap time, but he'll be looking to improve on that in the race. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is round 17 of the Extreme One Racing League. So here we go. It is the Japanese Grand Prix from the Suzuka circuit. Japan, fantastic country. It possesses more than half of the world's industrial robots. Almost 75% of Japan is forest and mountains. And it's the only figure of 8 track on the calendar. More championships have been decided at this track than any other track in history. And it's a great circuit, great figure of 8 track. 3.608 miles, just one DRS zone down the main straight towards turn 1. 18 corners on the track, 8 to the left and 10 to the right. The action zones to look out for. As I said, run down to turn 1. Prost versus Senna 1990, one of the many championship deciders over the years at this track. Then we've got Spoon Curve, great battle between Vettel and Verstappen in 2018. And then one of my favourite moments from one of my favourite races of all time. 2005, Alonso versus Schumacher, round the outside of 130, 180 plus miles an hour. On the road to an incredible recovery drive. And then, of course, the Casio Triangle. Prost versus Senna once again. But on this occasion, it was Prost that became the champion. 3 tyre compounds. It's the hardest of the Pirelli range. The C1, the hard, the C2, the medium, and the soft, the C3. So here's the starting grid then. It is Philip Nilsson on pole position, second pole position in a row for him. Great performance from him, such a dominant lap. And then we've got Matt Piccolo in alongside him on the front row. Then you've got Callum Harrod. Fantastic performance from him into third. Ryan Forey alongside him in fourth. Pete Polini, a good performance from him in fifth. Jorge sixth. JBL behind him in seventh. Then you've got Jorge's teammate Pushkar in 8th, Caesar and Anthony Bauer rounding up the top 10. Then you've got Callum's teammate Callum MacArthur. He'll be a bit disappointed with that, as will Owen Lewis. He'll be out with a point to prove to try and close the gap in the championship. Michael Booker in the Haas in 13th. Then you've got Dean in the Alpha Anthony Waddington, he will be gutted with the technical issues he had towards the end of the second part of qualifying. He'll have his teammate Jazz alongside him. Then you've got Ben Hazelwood, Tom McGregor, Gareth Lambourne, and at the back, Tom Edwards.
It'll be a saucy one. Get your popcorn out, like I have.
Very well played there. But yeah, this is definitely going to be very interesting to see how this plays out.
To see Waddington carve through the pack.
Indeed it will. He managed to get himself back into the session towards the tail end of qualifying, so it's good that we're able to get him back into the race. This is going to be a great recovery drive from Waddington if he manages to pull it off. Just waiting for the drivers to start readying up. Caesar, the CEO of Extreme One, he'll be the first to ready up. And here we go. Caesar first to ready up. Here we go. This is probably my. I mean, for those that have listened to my commentary before, know how much I love this part of commentating, because I mean, Murray Walker has go go go. David Croft has lights out and away we go. But me, I actually made. I mean, you know that inhaling seagull meme. I made my own twist on that, but nevertheless, here come the lights, and when they go out, it will be race time in Japan! Great start there from Philip. Jorge had a great start as well. Callum Harris had an okay start as well. But Matt Pico, what a start from him! And it's drama and
We've got chaos
already.
At the back.
It is drama. The Racing Points, Mercedes, Haas. It's all falling apart.
Waddington went straight to the line.
What a start from him! And look at the McLarens. Look at that. 12th and 13th already. Callum McCarthy. There we go. Callum McCarthy, he's lucky he avoided front wing damage. Hazelwood, not so lucky. Caesar's got front wing damage as well. Did Jazz sustain front wing damage? He has. Oh, he's gone wide. That is definitely front wing damage.
Waddington
And then Waddington plowing his way through the field. This is going to be a great recovery drive from him.
It was a brilliant move under the bridge.
Very good start there from Waddington. He's right on the back of Pushkar now. Is he going to try what? He's going to try at 130R? Not on this thing. He might have a crack down the Casio triangle. Almost into the back end. Still side by side. And they don't get the move stick comes down. JBL! Where did he come from? That's a turn off for the boat. Nevertheless, here we go. Philip Wilson in the lead. Pico second. Callum Harris third. Rian Forey fourth. Pellini 5th, Jorge 6th, JBL 7th, Pushkar 8th, Warrington 9th, and Dean rounding up the top 10. And then we've got Owen Lewis and Jazz into the pits already. Front wing change for them. And Jazz, he's out into the pits, and he is out. Straight into the pits. I don't blame him, not what he would have wanted. But Warrington having a crack at JBL round the Degners. And that's Dean right into the back of Warrington, and he's lost part of his front wing at the same time.
Waddington's all over the back of the Red Bull.
Right, all over the back of JBL. The big winners out of the start. You've got Waddington, Tom McGregor, both gaining 6th places. Tom Edwards gaining 7, Downtown gaining 4, Dean gaining 4. The biggest losers were Caesar and Callum MacArthur and Owen Lewis, losing 7, 6 and 7 places respectively. Waddington passed JBL without much difficulty there. Philip Nelson, and he's almost got a 2-second gap already. Ryan Forey going to have a crack at Callum Harrick down to turn 1. Michael Booker with a time penalty. All happening here, folks. And yellow flags in sector 1. Tom McGregor managed to get past Anthony Bauer up into 11th. Paying attention to this battle here for 3rd place. Callum Harrod, Ryan Forey and Pete Pellini. Ryan is closing in fast on Callum Harrod. He might have a run down to 130R. He's not quick enough to make a new stick. The top 6 as it stands are unchanged from the start. Here we go. Ryan Forey, he's going to have DRS on Callum. Look at the drive he got out of the final corner. He's going to have a run down to turn 1. Wowzers, what a move that was. And Caesar's in the pits. Caesar is in the pits. I think that's for a front wing change. Indeed it is. Onto a set of hards to get through to the end of the race. Yeah, that's for 13th place. And Waddington sandwiched in between the 2 Ferraris. Almost tried a 2-for-1 there. Almost got a 2-for-1 there. But he's up into 7th now.
Got a run though, can he do it out of 130R or even into it?
Here he goes! And Jorge goes wide, but he makes it stick! 15 into 6th, just like that! And it's only a lap by. What a start from Anthony Waddington!
And the top 5 are still in sight.
Pete Pellini, he's right on the back of Callum Harrod for 4th place. An incredible drive so far. Oops. Slightly wide on the exit of the Degners.
Corey's closing in on Penko, slowly but surely.
Anthony Barron, meanwhile, he managed to get past Tom McGregor without much difficulty, and his teammate Gareth Lambourne, he manages to get past Tom Edwards. This is the great thing with this. This is the great thing with Elite Performance League, that it just comes down to driver ability, and you just never know who's going to be at the front, who's going to be at the back. Tom Edwards with a time penalty. Callum Harrod, he's got DRS. He's not going to be close enough to make a move on Ryan Forey at the moment.
Anthony Waddington has closed the gap from 3 seconds to 2.5 on the Williams.
Yeah, that's Pete Polini. That is like I say, this is a great recovery drive from Anthony Waddington, our championship leader. Yeah, mathematically, Waddington's not going to wrap the championship up today, but he could have it wrapped up in the next couple of races as early as Mexico next week. If he plays his cards right. Callum's going to have DRS on Ryan Forey, but Ryan's going to have DRS on Piccolo. Tom Edwards with another time penalty. And Pushkar, he manages to get past his teammate there. And Pushkar goes wide! Somehow manages to keep it out of the wall. He somehow managed to keep that out of the wall. Tom Edwards into the pits now. And no damage there, crucially. Not what he would have wanted. That's the way the cookie crumbles. The problem here with Callum trying to catch Ryan Forey is that Ryan, he gets such a better drive out of the final corner compared to Callum, and because of that he's not able to close the gap and make the move stick. Waddington, meanwhile, he's within half a second of Pete Polini going through the S's, coming up to the Degners now. Callum MacArthur getting past Gareth Lambourne, meanwhile. Looking for a recovery drive here.
Waddington only 3/10, 2/10. Ooh.
He's closing in. He's going to have a run out of... He might have a run out of Spoon. He might have a run out of 130R.
We're going to see an identical move at 130R again, I think.
Not quite on this occasion, but he'll have a crack at the triangle.
Too far back.
Managed to avoid front wing damage there. He backed out there, quite rightly so. But he's going to have DRS. JBL gets a time penalty meanwhile. Here comes Waddington. Going to have a run down to turn 1. And he makes it through with ease. 15 to 5th.
Next up, Callum.
Here we go. Push right into the pits P1.
Battle is raging between Corey and Callum.
Just got again going on to another set of softs.
Callum's swarming all over the back of Corey in the Red Bull.
Waddington not too far behind. He wants a piece of the action as well.
This is going to be perfect for Waddington because if the Merc and the Red Bull start fighting, then there goes all the time.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's very easy to lose a lot of time. He'll do it here, and Tom Edwards is out. The yellow flag in sector 2. And Callum, he looks like, just for a second there, I thought he made a little stick there at, in the exit 130R. But Rian's in the pits. And that promotes Waddington up into 4th. Meanwhile...
Don't leave Pete Bellini out of this because he is within DRS range of Waddington and he is staying with him.
That is very true, but what we've got to bear in mind here now is that Philip Nilsson, he's already got a gap of nearly 11 seconds. He's almost 11 seconds ahead of people in 2nd place.
Oh, Callum runs deep.
Can Waddington take advantage?
No, on my screen he ran deep for a second.
Not quite able to take advantage.
You just see Waddington closing in on that Mercedes.
He is already within half a second. There we go. People in the pits now.
If Callum wants to get this done, it needs to be soon before them softs fall off a cliff.
Absolutely, he's going to need to make a move at some point. Holgate's in the pits as well. Piccolo onto mediums. They should see him through to the end of the race. Time-wise for a pit stop, you're looking at roughly 22-23 seconds to make a pit stop and maintain position on track. So Phillips almost got a pit stop in hand. If he were to pit now, he would only drop down to 4.
Yeah. Waddington's getting close into Spoon.
Not going to be able to make a move round Spoon, but he'll definitely have a crack round 130R.
Oh!
Here we go! Callum was very slow on the exit. side by side. Oh my word! Oh! Woo. And Philip Nilsson in the pits now. How Callum kept Waddington behind him is beyond me. Waddington with DRS. There's nothing Callum can do. And Anthony Waddington is in the lead of the race.
Forces Waddington to play the long game on the soft.
The time that he walks behind Callum, he's definitely going to need to push these softs as long as he can.
He's only got 15% ERS, so that's not looking good at the moment.
Yeah, he had to use a lot of ERS just to try and get past Callum.
Callum knows he's going to have to try and get him back again because Callum's got 60% ERS, so he can push.
Absolutely. Michael Booker in the pits for mediums. We've got a lot of drivers here that are yet to make a stop. But nevertheless, here we got what it stands as fastest lap wise. Philip Nilsson, that's not that big a surprise. He has the fastest lap of anybody, so he'll get the bonus point. There's also 2 points on offer for the fastest lap outside the top 10, and that at the moment is Owen Lewis with 1:32.888. Waddington in the pits. I mean, there wasn't much you could do with that, but there's Philip Nilsson. Where is Waddington going to filter out? Dean, Anthony, JBL. Is Pico going to get ahead? Yes, he is. Waddington all the way down to 9th. All that work for his recovery driver is now. All that work for his recovery driver now is going to need to do it all over again. Anthony Bauer, meanwhile, he is up into 5th. He's right on the back of Dean. Gareth Lambourne and Ben Hazelwood both in the pits. But it's only drivers inside the top 10 that are yet to stop. Callum MacArthur, JBL, Anthony Bauer.
He's going for it into Spoon.
Di Polini and Callum, they're the drivers there to make a stop. And Anthony Bauer gets into 4th. Great move from him heading into Spoon.
Does that Alpha have enough of a run? He's on overtake. He's closing, but I don't think fast enough. No.
Dean manages to get past without much difficulty. And Philip Nilsson gets past his teammates. I'm not sure if team orders were in play or not. Stop anyway. Dean gets a time penalty. Philip Nilsson, he's going to start bearing down on Callum Howard very soon.
Oh, Toro Rosso's all over the Alpha again. Into Spoon at the inside, the touch, the right hand.
And down, and Bauer spins.
That was a closing gap for the Toro Rosso to go in, to be honest.
That was always going to be difficult. to. That was always going to be difficult to take advantage of.
My opinion, that move, to be honest, was never on. That was, yeah. But the hassle over the Red Bull makes a mistake. Penko goes up into fifth. Anthony Waddington's all over the Red Bull, into the left, maybe, no, bad outlook.
We've got yellow flag in sector 3, and it's for Gareth Lambourne on the X1RL.
Yeah. There comes the Alpha, yeah. Oh, and Gareth Lambourne.
Philip Nilsson. Philip Nilsson is right on the back of Callum Harrod. Not quite able to get on the stick around 130R.
He'll get it on the pit straight, I would say, if he gets a good enough exit.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Ooh.
We've seen Callum. Callum hasn't had the best track record with getting good exits around the final corner, but he managed to get a good exit on this occasion, and he's actually pulling away from Philip.
Once again, this is a problem. Philip Nilsson's only got a lot less ERS than Callum, so Callum's going to postpone the pass for as long as he can and back the slower cars into Nilsson.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I don't know why, but those 15-lap-old mediums seem to be getting better exits out of corners than Philip Nilsson. We're going to see it into 130. I don't think that he's close enough. No. We're going to see Philip Nilsson just sit in the DRS of Callum until he pits to get some more ERS, because he is running quite well.
That would not surprise me. That's very interesting racecraft there from Philip Nilsson. But nevertheless, here he goes.
He comes.
He's going DRS. He's going to have a crack. Round to turn 1. He gets past without difficulty. Certainly made that look easy.
Yeah. That Mercedes is struggling for grip.
Waddington, meanwhile, he's starting to close the gap. He could be in the hunt for a podium finish. He could even go for the race win if he wanted to. But he'd be hard pressed to try and match Philip Nilsson's pace.
Oh, and Michael Bucker's left the session, it says.
Yeah, technical issues there. That's the sort of thing he really could. But he's not really in contention still. But it is something he could have done without. But nevertheless, Waddington right on the back of Piclo, who's right on the back of Dean. Gonna have a run round to Spoon.
Oh,
they almost touch. He gets round the outside. What a move by Matt Piclo.
There comes Waddington. Waddington
says down to 130R.
Look at him close on Penco though.
And he shut the door on him.
He's going round the outside of Penco, and it's thick.
Fifth to third, just like that. Made that second. Look, sixth to fourth. He's going to go into third now.
Penko has no ERS to fight with, none.
Fantastic sequence there from Anthony Waddington. And as it stands, Granted, he still has to make a stop, but I never thought I'd be saying this in 2019. The race has a Williams 1-2 in 2019. I never thought I'd be saying that, but here we are.
Well, you got to think that the Williams running P2 hasn't stopped.
Yeah, he's going to need to make a stop very soon because, like I said, you're looking at roughly 22, 23 seconds to make a stop. He's going to go quite a way down the order. I'm going to think if Waddington starts closing that gap, it's going to cause a lot of issues for Pete Polini.
Oh, Philip Nielsen was off at the last corner then, but he got back on. That's a great mistake.
And oh, that's one of the Alphas! That's that was Dean.
Wow.
Oh no, it was Ben Hazelwood! Hazelwood's out of the race. Virtual safety car.
This is going to close things up a little bit.
No, it just neutralises the race. Anthony Bauer taking advantage of it. Going to get a free pit stop out of this.
Brilliant
Polini
timing.
could have come in as well. Callum MacArthur in as well.
That was perfect timing for the Toro Rosso to come in for softs.
And the Mercedes for that matter. I'll say Pete Polini could have come in. He could have got a free pit stop out of that and kept second place.
Look at Penko on the back of Waddington though. That could be a fight when we start racing again.
Absolutely.
But if you actually look on track, the two Williams aren't that far apart. About a corner's difference or two. The Williams running P2 got a 1.5 second gain out of that. Is now only 4.5 from 6 seconds behind him.
Yeah, it's Waddington, meanwhile, he's managed to close the gap down to 10 seconds between him and Pete Polini. Not quite within shot of... I was on board.
Look at the two cars behind, Penko and Faury are coming.
And Waddington's still third. He's trying to keep Penko behind him. Pete Polini's in the pits now. He dropped down to possibly 6th.
Penko's giving it everything.
He's got the DRS. He's at his current pace at the moment. He's going to need to start saving some fuel.
Oh, he runs deep.
And Polini does indeed come out in 6th.
Lap 20, top 3 are Philip Nielsen, Anthony Waddington and Penko.
15 seconds Waddington has to make up to close the gap on Philip Nielsen. The big ask.
Penko's
the big ask.
Runs deep into the gravel.
It's a big ask. You're looking at roughly 2 seconds a lap to try and close the gap on there.
Here comes the Red Bull on Penko. Red Bull's closing.
Not quite able to make it stick on this occasion. Philip Nielsen again, fastest lap of the race. Michael Booker in the pits again. Leanne Faury, the DRS. He's got DRS, but he's decided not to use it. That's interesting. Oh, he uses it now. Going for a late lunge down to turn 1. He left it too late.
Red Bull
Too
and the
late, my
Haas
friend, you
are
should-
closing on Waddington now. He's coming under pressure.
Yeah, but like I say, with round 4, you left it too late, my friend. You should have deployed the DRS earlier.
Look at Waddington now pull away in the first sector.
And Anthony Bauer, as I say that, Anthony Bauer gets the fastest lap of the race. First man into the 130s.
Henko's in the gravel. There goes the Red Bull of Ferrari.
Can he take advantage? Yes, he can! Oh my
Can he get the switch back?
No, he can't.
Could see him move it to spoon. Red Bull's closing, but not fast enough. Henko, we keep saying this is a running theme. He keeps running deep in the under the bridge, and that's what cost him there. There comes a Red Bull on the outside. No.
Doesn't quite make the move stick.
Penco's all over the place. Anthony Waddington's broke DRS.
Philip Wilson is just continuing to build that gap. Up to 18 seconds now. And Callum Howard managed to get past Ryan Forey for 4th place.
Callum on the softs is closing on Penco.
Yellow flight in sector 1. Oh, somebody going wide. It's Owen Lewis.
Racing point.
And he's out of the race! Owen Lewis is out of the race!
He lost his part of his front wing, so he's decided to park the car because he's not in the point.
That's good. Yeah, there he is.
Oh, Penco versus Callum, but he's not close.
Callum into 3rd, he's on the podium. Penco's got DRS though.
Oh!
Technical issues there, but they're right on the back of Anthony Waddington.
Philip Nelson though extends the gap to 21 seconds nearly. Anthony Waddington though, P13 to P2.
Yeah, P15 into 2nd.
15? Fair enough.
Yeah. What an incredible drive. He managed to make up 13 places since the start.
Oh, Forey's on the back of Penco. I don't know if he'll be close enough with the
Callum's on the back of Waddington as well, meanwhile.
There goes Forey. Around the outside. And he's gone.
And he makes it stick.
Callum's all over the back of Waddington.
Very well played from Ryan Forey there, up into 4th now. And with Owen Lewis out of the race. And Waddington, as it stands, is in 2nd place. He's 71 points ahead. He'll increase that gap to 89 points.
But if you look slowly behind, the gap has come down from about double what it is now. The Williams is closing on Penko.
This is going to be a great points haul for the Williams team.
Yeah, 4 is pulled away from Penko. Oh, got a yellow flag. Oh, it's the McLaren. Oh, yeah, the one that's in 12th at the moment.
That's Tom McGregor.
Yep. Oh, Philip Nilsson's in the pits for me. Putting on softs.
Well, he's got a free pit stop. Well, that's essentially a free pit stop.
This is going to be close.
That's a free pit stop.
Yeah.
That was a bold move from Philip Nilsson. He's going to go for the fastest lap. 3 laps to go here. It's grandstand finish time. Callum right on the back of Anthony Waddington. And Philip Nilsson already pulling the gap between him and Waddington. It's already up to 1.5 seconds after that stop. That was very well played there. Very well played there from Philip Nilsson. Who are your thoughts? Who are your thoughts on driver of the day?
It's hard between Nilsson and Waddington, but from pure pace, I'd say Waddington.
Yeah, I mean, I could easily say Waddington just from the great recovery drive he's been able to pull off. But strategy-wise, as I say that, and Callum tries the outside of the Castiel triangle, and he's into second
Waddington's
place.
Can you believe
it?
Waddington's going to get the RS. Here comes Waddington. He pulls out side by side with Waddington's through.
Oh my goodness me!
On the penultimate.
That was brave! Technical issues for Callum. But my goodness me, that was a brave move!
Oh, Waddington ran deep. Waddington's in the wall.
And Waddington's up! Oh no!
Callum hit Waddington on my screen.
How crucial is that going to be How crucial is that going to be for the standings?
On my screen, Callum outbraked himself by an absolute mile and just ploughed Waddington into the wall.
That's definitely going to be an incident that's investigated after the race without a doubt.
And Waddington from technical difficulties, now having no wing.
Waddington will be gutted about that.
I think that's just on Callum's behalf. I don't know what. Wow. Does Callum have any damage though is the question. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, look at the Williams in 5th, all over the back of Penko on softs. He's closed the gap from 6 seconds down to half a second.
This will be but he's yeah, this is going to be interesting to see here. Yellow flag in sector 1. That's for Waddington again.
Waddington getting overtaken by Dean and the rest of the field.
All fallen apart for Waddington.
Waddington's going to be out of the points at this rate.
He will be gutted about that. Owen Lewis will be breathing a huge sigh of relief after that. And People is out! People is out of the race!
Penko and Pete Green came together. Penko's got no right half of his front wing.
What a game changer that's going to be for the results!
Look
What a
at Dean
climax
on the
of the race!
back of him.
But Philip Nilsson, pole to flag, wins the Japanese Grand Prix! Callum Harrod, fantastic drive from him, second place. Ryan Corey, third. Here comes Matt Piccolo now, coming around the final corner.
Oh, look at
Dean's almost
Dean.
got it!
Yeah.
And Dean gets fourth! Horgan goes up to fourth on penalty count back! Horgan gets fourth on penalty count back!
Waddington comes seventh on penalty count back. That'll be a bit of a bittersweet moment for him.
Callum MacArthur, 9th, and JBL rounding up the points. Who got the fastest lap outside the top 10? It is Caesar. Caesar has the fastest lap outside the top 10.
We don't have a very broad field outside the top 10, do
Goodness
we?
me, what on earth is happening here? No idea what happened there. It's, yeah, fastest lap of the race. That's not too big a surprise. Philip Nilsson, 1:29.8. Incredible.
Gonna get that incident between Callum and Ant Waddington to a steward, see what they say, but apart from that, heartbreak.
Yeah. I'm gonna get the podium in for the post-race interview to see what happened, especially with Callum, to see what happened with that incident at the end. So let's just recap the top 10. It's Philip Nilsson, Callum Harrod, Ryan Forey, Jorge, Dean, Matt Piccolo, Waddington, Bauer, Callum MacArthur, JBL rounding up the top 10, and Caesar with the fastest lap outside the top 10.
Wow.
Doesn't look like I'm going to be able. Doesn't look. So it looks like there's going to be no no post-race interview today, but we'll see what happens.
Wow.
Actually, looks like everyone's leaving the session, so no post-race interviews today, but yeah. Oh, actually, as I say that,
There's Callum.
literally as I say that, I was literally about to finish the stream there, but yeah. Callum, great performance there, second place. That's your first podium of the Extreme One Racing League.
Yeah, man, buzzing. To be fair, I'm gutted about the incident with Anthony. I just seen a clip of it, and yeah, it looked really, really bad. But on my screen, he was sort of lagging all over the place and just lagged into the wall. So don't really know what happened there. But yeah, I feel really sorry for him, to be fair. But yeah, happy with the result.
So, well, that pretty much answers the question of what happened from your perspective regarding Waddington's incident. I mean, that was a great recovery. Yeah, it was. So on that front, well played on reading the incident. But overall, how do you feel the race went from your perspective?
Yeah, it was alright, to be fair. I struggled a little bit because I couldn't find a setup that was stable enough through sector 1. So yeah, I struggled quite a bit through there. But in general, I'm quite happy. You know, it's a good little podium. So hopefully, I can build on that next week.
Yeah, especially with Mexico, where you ended up winning in the Talk of the Devil last season. Do you think you'll be able to repeat that success here?
Maybe in the Talk of the Devil League, but not in this one.
Yeah. So yeah, there we go. Thanks very much for your time, and well done again on your second place.
No worries. Cheers, buddy.
So there we go. That is it. That is it for this week's action of the Extreme 1 Racing League. We've got the Extreme 2 Racing League following in just over an hour from now. Sadly, I'm not going to be racing because I'm serving a race ban. But I'll be back in action for the Extreme. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I definitely deserve it. I let the anger and frustration get the better of me. I will say that. But nevertheless, thanks very much for your time. Jamie, thanks for joining me on commentary this evening. And on that note, we'll take things from there, and we'll get ready for the Extreme 2 League race following in just
which
over
I'll
an hour.
be racing in.
So yeah, good luck for that race, and as I like to say, thanks for joining me on commentary this evening.
Hopefully. In a bit.
So yeah, like I say, good luck for the race tonight, Jamie, and for everyone watching, join us in about an hour's time for the Extreme 2 League. But until then, it's good night, and thanks for watching.